Hello, hello, and welcome back to Kayla's Home Crusade. Boy, does it feel good to be back. In this video, we are going to tackle my grandmother's chairs there. She's 90 years old, and those have been in storage for 2.5 years, so we're going to try and get it clean. We'll also take care of my mother's sink right there, because it was highly neglected. And I'm going to try and tackle my home as well, because it is chaotic and it is a mess. We had one very busy and one very hyper slumber party full of preteens. So the house is definitely a mess. And as you'll see, cleaning this is easier said than done. Whether you're a parent with kids, or you're empty nesters, or newly married and starting out, or even single and helping family, I think there is something in this video for everyone. Because my house is not new. It is not a showcase house that looks clean before you even start cleaning it. It is an average 70s bi-level house that you'll see in any regular suburb or neighborhood throughout America. I have a lack of storage, the house is not updated, and there is always something piling up somewhere that needs to be done at all times. So come with me in today's video, and hopefully you will get the motivation to make a dent in your own home, or see a product or something that might be useful in your own home. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy as you watch everything go from filthy to clean and satisfying. I'll also explain why I went missing in action for a while, what's being done about it, and how I've been dealing with it all. And trust me, a lot has been thrown at us. So, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the prayers for my health and my well-being. You guys are amazing. I loved and appreciated them way more than I can tell you. I am so blessed to have this little YouTube family that would like time and take time out of their day to pray for me. If you ever need prayers, please don't hesitate to tell me, because I will always be there for you too. And thank you again. So let's get started on this laundry. I'll start it, and then we will go upstairs and crack the rest of this out.
Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. Water's getting deep now, water's getting deep now. Follow me around, yeah. Can you let me down? Please don't let me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, let me down. Can you let me down? Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. Water's getting deep now, water's getting deep now. Follow me around, yeah. Can you let me down?
Okay, so I've got the dishwasher all full, And I thought, hey, I'm doing pretty good here. There's not many left. I can just wash this, hand wash some, and be all done. But no, I had to go into the dining room.
Please don't let me down. Yeah.
I'm seriously going to have to start reminding my kids that when they get done eating at night, they need to take their bowls in and wash them out and put them in the sink, because wow, that was a whole lot of bowls, and that floors me.
Yeah.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Now I've got some of them soaking, and I'm rinsing them all out. I don't usually do a huge job with my dishes when it comes to washing, because if I get the stuck on stuff off, that's fine, because I'll just put them in the dishwasher and I'll let the dishwasher actually do its job. I don't have to scrub them perfectly clean. But I was getting them all done, and I'm thinking, great, I'm cracking this all out here. And my son comes in and he's like, Mom, I'm hungry. I want to make stuff. And so, of course, we're going to have to stop for a while, because not only did he come in, but so did my daughter, and they all want to eat. So I'm going to have to put the dishes aside for now. They don't like to be filmed. They're kind of shy. And we'll just go into a different room and start something different until they're done.
Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Fire. Change my fate. Yeah, please just blow this flame away. And I hold on for rainy days. It feels like a decade. Just please come and save me. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark.
We did have a very sad thing happen this week. My daughter's betta fish passed away, and we normally kept the betta fish on the left end table over there by the rocker. But she passed, and my daughter, she's 10. She's kind of upset about it. So I'm getting rid of all the fish food that sits over there, and I cleaned out her tank, and I'll show you what I did with it, and it made her real happy. So as long as she's happy about it and she's okay with it, then this was a win-win for both of us.
Fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
We did have a very sad thing happen this week. My daughter's betta fish passed away, and we normally kept the betta fish on the left end table over there by the rocker. But
dripping like gold. You got me so wild. Dripping like gold. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold. You got me so wild. I'm out of control. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever.
Today this floor took forever. Normally I'll just go through it with my shark and I'll vacuum it all up, but I had to go through and sweep with a broom first because there was so many big pieces, so much trash and stuff. I didn't think my shark was going to get all of that, especially on a bare floor, and I didn't want to try and clog it up. So there was so much to sweep up. It was just the most time-consuming thing. I could not believe how much trash came out of this floor and how 3 girls can make such a big mess in one slumber party. You see the container there? Well, not really container, just the crayon box. I don't know what I'm talking about today, but the crayon box, oh my goodness. They got into the crayons and were coloring, and I found, after I cleaned up, only like 3 crayons. I don't even know where the crayons went. We looked high and low for the crayons, but we could only find 3. I could not believe. I was like, what did you do, eat them? Okay, so this is Dinah, the water dinosaur. Emma loves it. She puts it in a little bowl of water and it grows and grows and grows. The problem is I always have Dinah on my counter because she's always growing it. And so my kitchen always has that bowl with that dinosaur. And I will take that dinosaur out of the water and let it get little again, and she will put it right back in that bowl because she wants it big. So what I'm going to do here is I've cleaned out this fish bowl from Luna, and I thought, what a cute little idea. I'm just going to go in there, clean it real good so it's all crystal clear, because that's not a glass fish bowl, that's just a little plastic one, and I wanted the plastic to look real clear when I did this. And then I'm going to fill it up full of water and put Dinah in it, and that way she always can see her dinosaur big, and I don't have to have it on my kitchen counter anymore. Oh, and yes, I had cleaned out the fish bowl before I decided to re-get it all sparkly clean, because I am not going to use my scrub daddies and my dish scrubbers with a fish tank, because that's just ew. I don't want that on any of my dishes. Grody. So before anybody freaks out, yes, I did clean it beforehand. And now I'm going to fill it all up. I'm going to put Dinah in it, and I'll show it to my daughter, and actually she loved the idea. So it was definitely a win-win for us. I get it out of my kitchen and she likes it. She's happy, and it makes her feel better than thinking about Luna. So that was a very great idea. So now that I got Dinah and I'm going to put her back in the living room, I have to tackle the most awesome Kool-Aid mess, I think. It's not really Kool-Aid because we don't really have Kool-Aid. I think it was more of the Crystal Light that we have for the girls. I like Crystal Light because it's sugar-free and they don't get too hyped up. But I told them not to not to drink in the living room. Apparently they didn't listen because there was a giant spill all over the floor. And so I'm going to have to clean that one up. And that took a while because it was really stuck to the floor.
Baby, don't wanna fall again. This just hurt me. Just think about it. But you hold me like you don't wanna break. I need some space. Just think about it. Maybe separate is better. I will love you till forever.
So I sprayed this super clean that's supposed to be a degreaser and a goo thing remover. I've never used it before, but my friend Karina from Karina Cleans, she gave it to me, and it did really well once I got a wet cloth, but with a dry one it didn't really want to work too good. And but I was really impressed on how easy it came up when it sat there for a little bit and the Lysol went on. Now with this, you didn't get to see much of the cleaning because I really thought I'd press play and I didn't. And so you have the before and after, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Now this is a little flashback because if you can remember, I had one sink clean when the kids said that they wanted to eat lunch. And when I came back, this is what it looked like. Oh my gosh, I had to redo everything. The good news is I told my son, you need to put the clean dishes away before I do this. So I'm going to restart an entire load of dishes again because this is what happens when the kids want to make food. Everything in the world gets dirty, and I don't even know how that possibly can happen considering I have 3 kids that wanted to eat and way more bowls and way more plates. I don't understand that. If you have any ideas on how they can possibly do that, please let me know because it's still a wonder to me. And with the dishes finally going and that one bowl left, we can finally see the bottom of my sinks again. That is a very, very satisfying thing considering this is the second load I've done this morning. So I'm happy, and hopefully it'll stay that way until dinner. Also, I think I need to tell you why I went missing for a while. If you remember in the last 2 videos, I think it was the last 2 videos, I was not feeling good. And I really chalked it up to the kids were having the flu, things like that. And, but I couldn't get better. And I was sleeping and sleeping. And when I mean sleeping, I was sleeping like 16 hours. And I would get up and I'm a giant zombie. And my husband's like, there's something wrong. So I went to the doctor. We did a bunch of workups. And it looks like I have something called hypothyroidism. And I also have something called fatty liver, which is kind of like if you get pre-diabetic. They say you're going to be diabetic, and so what fatty liver is like pre-fatty liver disease. So if you don't take care of it, you're going to end up with it. And I really don't want that, because I'm like the only one in this town that is still here that is like my age or younger, other than my kids. I've got all of my family members here, my aunt, my grandmother, my parents, but none of my cousins are around, and none of the family members that are younger are around. So with everybody in my family getting sick with major problems, I'm the only one there to take care of them. And if I get sick, there's nobody here to help anymore. And I literally can't do that. And I've got three of my kids are adults now, but I still have a 10-year-old, and I still have kids living at home that are going through college. So I really don't want to be riddled with problems like the rest of my family members. So I decided I was going to literally start changing things, and I needed to do it with diet. And I have decided I needed to get on keto, and I needed to lose weight, and I needed to shrink not only the fat that I've got around, that I've accumulated obviously on my body, but I needed to shrink the fat that was going in, that was accumulating in my liver. And if I went on keto, then I could bypass the thyroid problem, because obviously you're burning fat instead of glucose and stuff that my thyroid doesn't want to seem to turn into energy anymore or burn. So that's what I've been doing, and I have stuck to it, because that's the one thing that God gifted me with, is a truckload of persistence. And when I want something really bad, I go for it, and I will keep going for it until it is done, because I am one stubborn person, which could be a good thing, which could be a bad thing when it comes to stubbornness, but when it comes to going for something you really want, it comes in handy, because I do not quit. And so far, I have lost 20 pounds. And I know I don't look like much, because I did weigh a lot right now on camera, but I have definitely dropped like 2 pant sizes, and I'm super happy about that. And I'm going to keep going on this, because I actually have more energy, and I can get up now, because, well, my body's just burning all the fat on me, and I'm not laying around tired and cranky, and my hair's not falling out anymore. So I really think it's working, and I'm really hoping to turn this around so that this doesn't become out of control, and then I'm at the doctor 24/7. I will definitely keep you updated on my weight and show pictures. And if you're interested in it, if not, maybe then I'll just make a Kayla's Weight Crusade. Who knows? And we'll show the progress on there, because I am definitely determined to make it and be healthy. This is my husband's old microwave from his bachelor days, and why I have this monstrosity out is because our microwave broke. My husband said something about a diode went out. I have no idea what a diode is, but my husband stuck this microwave in the garage, and when he moved in, but he never cleaned it out. So it looks like something out of a horror scene, doesn't it? It's awful. So I'm going to try to attempt to make this thing worth heating our food up in that we eat. And if it doesn't, then okay, but we're gonna try, and if not, I'll just have to go get a replacement microwave until we can get a diode in. Now this is super clean, and again, my friend Karina from Karina Cleans, she sent me this, and I was absolutely blown away because all of the stuck on food that was on the outside was just wiping off with ease. And I thought, well, that's really, really impressive. I was like, but there's no way it's going to do the inside. I mean, that thing is just nasty. And I was absolutely floored when this stuff just took it off. You will not believe how well this stuff works. So I'm real picky on what I use. It has to work, and it has to do a good job and make my life easier. Otherwise, I don't use these products, and nor will I even say I like them. But I have to really admit, I was kind of skeptical at first about Super Clean, but I am a huge fan of it now. As soon as you see what it does to the inside of this microwave, I was absolutely floored. It looks brand new when I get done.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want, let you walk into my heart if you want to. You can ask me anything, no walls between us, ain't no mess. I'ma tell you all my secrets. You can ask me anything, no walls between us, ain't no mess. I'ma tell you all my secrets. No secrets, no secrets. No secrets, no secrets. Wanna show you all my feelings. I'm not good at keeping no secrets.
I am just absolutely amazed. I mean, obviously there's still things peeling off the side over there, but it got rid of the rust. It got rid of the stuff that was completely burnt on there. The stupid thing looks almost new, except for the sides of it. But it's actually something I could microwave food in and not think, oh my Lord. So this looks so much better with it all cleaned up and all ready to go. There's my little girl. That's Emma. She's laying there with her tablet. She's having some rest time. I made her clean her room. Yeah, it looks so much better considering the disaster it was in this morning, and I feel so much better about it. Now I'm going to take the shark and I'm going to go through. I've noticed that with this floor, if I just sweep it with like a regular broom, I can walk through like barefoot, and I just swept and nobody walked on it, but yet I can still feel dirt on the bottom of my feet, and I'm thinking, ew, I don't think it picked it up good. But this, my little shark here, it goes through and it picks it up, and I can walk through and not feel a thing. And I absolutely love my shark. So even if I do use the broom, I'm going to go through with the shark anyway and make sure that everything's up and cleaned and nice before I feel like it's clean, because the floor, the broom doesn't want to do anything. It leaves a lot of stuff, and I just hate that. It just drives me nuts. I think I get everything clean and I can still feel dirt, and that's like the biggest pet peeve of mine.
I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes, and I keep you in my heart, in my heart.
Okay, so right after I got done sweeping with my shark, or vacuuming, I don't know what you call it. Is it like a broom, or if it sweeps, or is it a vacuum? I don't know. But anywho, I got done with my shark, and my grandmother called, and she had my dad pull out some of these old chairs, because she just moved, and that had been sitting in a storage shed for like 2.5 years. So these things have been in there since like forever. And they were just covered in dust, and they were awful. I was like, Grandma, did you realize that your gray chairs are actually maroon, right? So I came down there to help her, and I started vacuuming this thing. And I even brought my little Bissell Green machine, because I don't care how well the shark works. I'm sure there's still going to be stuff inside of it. So I really wanted to get them clean, clean enough that she could use them. There was like 1.5 inches dirt on these things. It's kind of why I wrote my name in it. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all this dirt. But my grandmother, she stood there and watched me, and she was like a little kid in a candy store. It was the cutest thing. She's like, wow, that really works. Wow, look at it. It's just changing color. She was so into it that all of a sudden I hear, can I try? I want to try that. Let me try. And I only got to do one chair before my grandma was so in there and bugging me to do it that I let her go at it. I was like, okay, Grandma, you can do that. And she was so tickled pink. She'd go through there and just vacuum it up and go, this is so neat. I have got to get me one of these. And all it is my little Shark Pet Pro that I use on my sectional and my recliner in the living room, because we have a cat, and I like to get all the pet hair up, because we do have family members that are allergic to pet hair, and you want them to be able to come over and not be sneezing their brains out. So I usually get something that is really good on picking up cat hair. But it really did a number on the dust, and I was real impressed with that. But I could not get her to let me vacuum this. And yes, she had to do it herself. She was just so cute. I'm gonna have to get her one for Christmas. But yeah, and this thing really did a good job on it, and I was real impressed with how much came up just by going through it one time. I went through a second time, made sure I got it all up, and then I decided to let her take over. And Grandma wasn't. Yeah, she sure loved doing it, but she didn't want to be filmed the whole time. So I just took a picture of her doing it, and it was really kind of hard to get angles and clean when you are. I didn't really know I was going to be filming when I went over to help Grandma, so I didn't have any of my camera stands or anything like that, and I'm trying to hold with one hand and do this with the other. So I was kind of I was like, all right, well then you go ahead and you do this, because the camera angles aren't looking too good. But yeah, it really did pull out. My little Bissell pulled out all the rest of the dirt, and I would beat on them, and once they dried back up, and no other dust was coming out. So I was completely happy with how this went and how the chairs look now. I think I do. I have a before and after on them, and my grandma was just so happy with it. So as long as I can make her happy, then it's a productive day. And as I was finishing up the chairs with the little Bissell, I got a call from my parents, and there was another problem yet to do, because my parents' air conditioning went out, and right now we're having like 100-degree weather, so it was absolutely horrible that would go out right at this time. And so I had to finish up the chairs as quick as I could and still do a good job on it, and then I needed to go with my parents. Here's the before and after. As you can remember, those things were nasty, but now they're all just clean, and I'm super happy with it. So I go over to my mother's house, and we put a whole bunch of window air conditionings in, and until they can get a new system, because my dad needed to buy a whole new system. His just was shot. And I see my mom's sink, and I'm like, Mom, no! I bought you this Power Paste and the Scrub Daddy, and I bought it for a reason, so you could keep this clean. She's like, I don't have time. So I was like, okay, I gotta show you how easy this is, because your sink is gross, Mom. So I cleaned the sink for her, showed her how easy it was to do this stuff, because she's real old-fashioned. I mean, she's never used anything other than what's worked for her before, and she doesn't really understand computers and internet, and she's still got a flip phone, because she don't do smartphones either. So I showed her how to do this and how much cleaner it would look, and she was actually really excited about it then. So I'm hoping that my mom from now on will find this fun to clean her sink instead of leaving it like that, because I couldn't believe the stains that were in that sink. Once I get done with my mom's, I did have the desire to go back and start on the downstairs, but when I got home, I was just exhausted. So we're gonna have to leave that for the next day and start up again with that tomorrow, because that was a whole lot of houses and a whole lot of cleaning that I did, and I'm going to be able to start on the downstairs, and that would mean our bedroom, which I'm so itching to get cleaned out, because there's just, it's the mother of all messes down there. And once we get that done, I can actually have a yard sale and sell what'll sell, and then what doesn't, we can always donate. And I think I got a lot done today. which is a lot better than what I normally do because, and I really feel better. So I am happy with the way today went, and I'm not going to beat myself up that I didn't get downstairs, but, so I am wondering if you got a dent made today, and if you made any progress, no matter how little, did you get it done? And do you actually want to hear about my weight loss journey, or should I make a second channel for that? Because I am interested in what you have to say on that, because this is a channel for you, and if you're just here for cleaning, nobody really wants to hear the weight loss then. So let me know how it goes, and let me know how your day went, and if you have any prayers that I can say for you, and do the same that you've done for me, please let me know, because I would be more than happy to do that. And we're gonna call this one a day. And please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, because it does help your girl out. Have a great day.